over to the Matlanga Commission, where we are continuing our in-depth interrogation into the 6th of December, where you may remember KT Molefe and Kat Matlala, two people who are accused of apparently being part of the Big Five cartel by General Kumalo, both had police operations at their residences. Now, we zoomed into the KT Molefe operation, remember this big palace in Sandhurst, because strange things happened that day when KT Molefe was being arrested. He was arrested in association with a murder on someone linked to Transnet over a tender. And vehicles that were spotted on the murder scene were also spotted in his residence in Sandhurst in close proximity to the event. Now, when the Political Killings Task Team and various operations from Gauteng went to his residence to perpetrate the arrest, suddenly, halfway through, the Hawks pitched up. So today at the Matlanga Commission, we were getting evidence from people on both sides of that random Hawks appearance at an already existing police arrest. So we had someone who worked under the Political Killings Task Team. That was a certain Maxwell Wanda, and he told us what happened from the perspective of the PKTT. Remember, these were the people who were conducting the arrest. His role is largely to look at evidence to make sure that when he gets to a crime scene, the evidence is secured and it's not tampered with. And while he was doing his job, he hears that the Hawks are there, and suddenly he has to interact with the Hawks and figure out how to understand what the Hawks are doing there. Then we heard two witnesses who were on the Hawk side of the equation, and they were saying that they got these calls from a superior of theirs, who apparently got calls from the then head of the Hawks, General Libya, to effectively tell them that there was some kind of fake Hawks operation going on in the Sandhurst house, and they had to get there quickly because people were impersonating the police. Now, the thing we didn't get today was who was impersonating, who said that the Political Killings Task Team was impersonating the police. We probably need the former Hawks head to come to the commission, because no one at the commission today was able to tell us who actually gave this fake information to the Hawks, on which they proceeded to act immediately. Now, we heard from two people on the Hawk side. We heard from a certain Brigadier Mokoena, who was the superior, and then someone below him in the chain of command, Captain Kruger. And Mokoena found it very difficult to explain why he invested so much energy into sending the Hawks to this house where the PKTT ended up being disrupted by the Hawks, who were asking, "Why are you here? Are you really police?" Now, it did seem that he got this instruction from his superior, but it also emerged that he was on a WhatsApp group where it was made clear by the person under him, this Captain Kruger, that this was a legitimate police operation. And that was one of the big revelations from today, that the police, or the Hawks, who were on their way to KT Molefe's house, seemed to already know that there was a legitimate police operation. Now, the timing was very close. I think it was like 4:45 that they got this information, where they arrived there around 5. But still, it's strange that they took an hour at the house verifying that the police really were the police. Yes, you know that Spider-Man meme where the one Spider-Man is pointing at the other Spider-Man? That was the police. Like, are you the police? No, I'm the police. No, are you the police? No, I'm the police. And it was a big fiasco, and it does suggest that they could have been meddling to try and save KT Molefe from this arrest. Also, we heard in testimony today that Molefe's bodyguard told some of the people who are conducting this arrest from the PKTT, what will happen now? Because the person you're arresting is a friend of the minister, Minister Mkhunu. Now, of course, again, this is kind of hearsay, because we're hearing that someone told them that the bodyguard said, but we keep getting this evidence which keeps pointing at people saying they know the minister. When Kat Matlala was arrested, he also said, "I know the minister." So someone's lying. We just need to figure out whether it's the people who say they know the minister, or whether it's the minister who says he doesn't know these people. But the stories aren't adding up. So that was the Madlanga Commission in short. Just a quick one.